I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at villageXchange@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed.
Okay, so we have Monster Magnet, Space Lord. This one's the official video.
Lord.
Inshallah, we don't get blocked. If we do, well, you'll be made aware because we will be gone for X amount of time. Will they penalize us?
When she says gone, she's talking to the folks in the chat because we actually have faithful people who are hanging out with us in the live stream. And you, with your corny self, are listening to the recorded version.
Yeah. So. Well, anyway, on to Space Lord Mother.
Correct. Because what we need in this current hellscape that we're in is just good music, ladies and gents.
Right.
Let these crazy people fight it out. It is now time for Monster Magnet, Space Lords. Fuck everybody else.
Shout out to the DJ.
I've been stuffed in your pocket for the last 100 days. When I don't get my bath, I take it out on the slaves. So grease up your baby for the ball on the hill. I'll polish them rockets now and swallow those pills and say, oh. Space Lord, mother. There's a car in the field now in a column of flame. With 2 doors to choose, but only one bears your name. You've been drinking my blood, well, I've been licking your wounds. Well, I shave off the pitch now and the scope of your tune. You'll sing, oh. Space Lord, motherfucker. My nightmares, using my name. You're strobing my cortex when you know I'm insane. I'm squeezed out in overdrive, and I'm drowning.
We need to have Satan DJ more often. All these songs are fun. Holy moly.
I was like, wait, did they just say? And then I scrolled up. I was like, they did just say.
I think he said something about
I drink from your
areola.
He didn't say areola. That sounds so weird. Yeah. Okay. First of all,
I don't understand how I missed this guy because I feel like he would be. I feel like he would be in the Kid Rock ecosystem.
Yeah,
right?
totally agree with that.
Like this song. Like how I don't understand how I've never heard this song because somebody said it was from '98, which I discovered Korn in '99, and Kid Rock. I don't know if he was at that Woodstock. I want to say that he was. But I knew about Kid Rock in 1999. So this song, I don't know. I don't know how I missed it. Because it's only a year old, right? It would have been on MTV. This is my jam. I really love this song. But, I mean, I don't really know what he's saying as far as, like, who or what the Space Lord is. Yeah, June 16th, 1998. So, how the hell was he not? How did I miss him with Kid Rock? Yeah, really crazy song. To DJ's point, the late 90s was a fun time, man, for music. It really was. Like, it was.
I wish I could have been a part of it.
MTV, MTV was like, I mean, I haven't watched MTV in probably like a decade. I don't know. But at the time, yeah, there were the reality shows. You had The Real World, you had Road Rules, but it was still mostly focused on music. Mm-hmm. And when in the late 90s, you had, again, I mean, I'm not speaking with any sort of knowledge here because that's when I was coming into the music scene. But, you had the NSYNC's Britney Spears type. Shout out to Britney Spears. Free Britney. Mm-hmm. Real shit. Free Britney.
For real.
Yeah, so it's interesting because Sean is saying nothing like Kid Rock, nothing. I don't know. I mean, aesthetically, at least this video aesthetically looked like a Kid Rock video.
Exactly, because I don't think the last one wasn't an official.
Yeah, and then, exactly. MTV, you had pop-up video. Yeah. So you had Britney Spears, you had NSYNC, but you also had the hip-hop. And hip-hop was getting love, and then you also had metal, but it was mostly new metal. Mm-hmm. So you had, because new metal incorporated elements of rock, hip-hop, and, they don't want to admit it, and some of the NSYNC poppy type of things on the courses. I think content-wise, or lyrically, or stylistically, maybe he's different than Kid Rock, is probably what Sean is saying. And I'm assuming that Sean, I'm looking to see what Black Satan's opinion is about the relationship between Monster Magnet and Kid Rock. And sonically and lyrically they might be completely different, but at least visually this video it just reminded me of a video Kid Rock. But
for sure,
like, it was interesting, like, because that was pretty much the template for hip hop videos. It was this bright shiny filter on the video, and then the girls were in suits like that, and it was a weird camera angles with the like letting the error stay in the video and all that. Like, that was all like the late 90s. It's like, it's amazing to me how a moment in time, I recognized this when I was watching WandaVision, but when you talk about growing up in a certain kind of era, there's so many things that are like subtle that make that time period what it was, that you don't realize, whether it's like a weird camera angle or even the filter that an editor chooses to on a video, what the girls are wearing, what moves they make, that type of thing. Like, all those things were signatures of that time period that, you
so
can
did
immediately
this come out in that time period?
Yeah, it came out in '98. You can immediately go, oh, okay, that's late '90s, early 2000s. Like, I knew it. Like, as soon as I saw it, I knew it. Like, and
because some people were saying they were trolling.
Yeah, that might have been what he was saying, which is why Sean is saying, look, this guy's nothing like Kid Rock, because he might have been just out there trying to make fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which makes a lot of sense, because Kid Rock was kind of cartoonish a little bit. I mean, like, he doesn't get a lot of respect, like in the circles that I was in.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've seen a couple of his live shows. I mean, he can get busy. Like, he's rocking. He's doing, and he's got, the girls dancing or whatever. So, like, it was just a really, really cool time. So according to Gary Cunningham, in interviews, the singer of Monson Magnet said hip-hop videos influenced the Space Lords video. Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
We knew they influenced it, we just weren't sure, if he was doing it.
Yeah, yes, MJ, the plastic-looking outfits are a good indication. Right, like they all...
Leather.
They all look the same. It was those green ones and those shiny red ones. And then they would filter and be all shiny, and the girls would do it. Like, that was just a regular. It was like literally every hip hop video, they were all doing that. So
it looks fun though to be in a group and do everything at the same time to kind of get that.
Oh yeah,
down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, I went to a camp one time, and our bunk had to compete with everybody else's at the talent show, and so yeah. The girls were doing the dancing, and then me and my buddy Paul and Ramel. Shout out to Ramel. We wrote a rap, and we were like,
oh, that's cute.
So I was like doing my shit, and then the girls were in the back. Shout out to Courtney. The girls are in the back, and then we got this giant fight afterwards. So there's that, because we won. Shout out to all of them. But yeah, man, like. So I haven't gone into the lyrics yet, but I just love the song, and like Space Lord. Some of the stuff is like, when I listen to music, like I'm listening right now to this guy. I think his name isn't Ben Simmons. I think it's Ben Zimmerman, but he's like this guy that like takes Metallica and then remixes it with orchestral stuff, which has been done before, but like he's doing it personally. But anyway. He did a version of For Whom the Bell Tolls. The introduction was so crazy. Like the intro, the way that he did it was so crazy. I was like, oh my God, this is like, if Metallica could ever get their hands on this version of this song, they would probably do it like going forward.
Oh,
but like this, and I always imagine like that build up, the way this guy built it up was crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I can imagine being in the crowd and like that build up is, and you know what's coming, you're about to let loose. This song, like that's what I'm imagining. I'm at the gate in a summer festival. They're like the 9th band up, and then everybody's saying Space Lord.
Oh my goodness.
And like nobody knows what we're talking about, but who cares? It's about having fun. Like these guys are really, really, really cool. Really, really cool.
This was a pretty verse 2. I first of all, I didn't understand verse 1. Like that seemed random to me. Verse 2, there's a car. I don't know if you want to talk about verse 1, but verse 2 says, there's a car in the field now in a column of flame with 2 doors to choose, but only one bears your name. Mm-hmm. And then you've been drinking my blood while I've been licking your wounds.
You've been drinking my blood while I've been licking your wounds. Will shave off the pitch now in the scope of your tune. Yeah. You will sing, space. So he always like adds that into the lyrics like that. Oh, okay, I see where you're going, and then, whoop, I'm going to throw a left.
Yeah. But that was, like, sad,
Why?
Well, one person is licking the other person's wounds, which is to heal them, and while they're busy licking their wounds, the other person's drinking their blood like a vampire.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of those good relationships that's not really a good relationship.
Yeah. Yep. Then this one with 2 doors to choose, but only one bears your name. I don't know. I kind of like that. Like good, clear direction. I used to have these repetitive dreams where there was a bunch of doors and I had to pick a door and I was trying to get out of the building. And every time I picked a door, it just got me to a smaller room with more doors until I was finally just trapped. So two doors, but one bears my name. I'm good with that. Some good clear direction on what to do. But yeah.
Yeah, and that first verse. I've been stuffed in your pocket for the last 100 days. When I don't get my bath, I take it out on the slaves. So grease up your baby for the ball on the hill. Polish them rockets now. Swallow those pills and sing, "Ah, Space Lloyd, mother flower." There's a car in the field now in a column of flame with 2 doors to choose, but only one bears your name. You've been drinking my blood while I've been licking your wounds. We'll shave off the pitch now in the scope of your tune. You'll sing, I left my throne a million miles away. I drank from your tits, so I sing your blues every day. Now give me the strength to split the world in two. I ate all the rest, now I've got to eat you. While I sing, Space Lord Mother Effer.
That part was a little gross to me. I'm not going to lie.
Why?
I ate all the rest, now I've got to eat you. He just talked about drinking from her, and now he's saying like unless I'm misinterpreting it, he's been like eating out everybody, and now he's like, well, I've eaten out everybody, so I'm going to eat out you? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, you're a sick person. I imagined when he said I left my throne, and then he was talking about he ate all the rest. I was like, oh, he's like personifying like a lion, because the lion's the king of the jungle. He left his throne.
Yeah.
And then he's eating everybody. So I just assumed, I just took it like he's a lion, he's consuming everybody, and she's going to be no different, even though they're in some sort of a relationship. Built in my nightmares, using my name, you're stroking my cortex, and you know I'm insane. I'm squeezed out in hump drive and drowning in love, encompass them all to a position above, while I sing Space Lord Mother Effer. Actually, he's saying Space Lord Mother. He's not saying...
Because they couldn't put mother.
He's not saying that. He's saying Space Lord Mother. You're supplying the F word. So there's that. Okay.
Okay, so... Seven Dusted said, it's a comic book reference. Sorry, yes, you're misinterpreting it. And Tasco,
Sorry, went straight to the
gutter.
Straight to the gutter.
Straight to the gutter.
What is the comic book reference?
I don't know.
I'd like to know.
Somebody's going to have to tell me because I don't really know. I mean, I certainly gave my interpretation. He's referring to Galactus. Oh, Galactus, yeah. That devoured plants in the comics.
See? He devoured plants or planets? He's saying
planets. He said planets. But
he's saying he's the rock star. He's saying he's the rock star
version of that.
Version of Galactus, I think is what he's saying.
Okay.
Pastor Muppets goes, I don't speak comic book.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I do. We all know what language Sori speaks. Holy moly. Black Satan and the Silver Surfer Galactus and the Silver Surfer is what he was talking about. I don't care, man. I don't care. This song was fun. It was good. It was like good time, have fun song, but it was also, you can dig into the lyrics and find something really significant. And it was fun. And I liked the video. Gave me some nostalgia. Although I will say, this is the funny thing. When I was a kid, I hated those videos. Because there were so many, I'm like, oh, look, another broad in too short shorts. And, oh, look, they're green. And, oh, look, they're shiny. Oh, look, she's shaking her ass. I've never seen that before. And I just got to the point where I'm like, man, this shit is trash, bro, because these guys are not even trying. Like, that was my thing. I'm like, you guys
Where's the creativity?
Well, you guys aren't even trying. So I hated, I just got to the point where, like, I just hated that shit. I hated seeing, I'm like, oh, yeah. And that really, like, got me to the point where I was ready to hear other kinds of music because it was just so ubiquitous. And then, by God's grace, I discovered Korn. Woohoo! Love this song. I really love this song. I'm gonna have to give it a 10. Yeah, I mean, Limp Bizkit and Method Man did a 10.
Song.
Fred's verse on that song was one of the worst verses I've ever heard in my life. Like, one of the worst ever. Terrible song.
Yikes. For me, I liked it. I thought that the dance thing looked fun to do, and it was a fun sounding song. It, to me, seemed more of like a trolling thing, not like them being genuine with it. So for the trolling aspect of it and stuff, I think I'd probably give it like a 9.1.
Wait, for the trolling? I don't understand. What do you mean by trolling?
I know that you guys are saying like this is like a legitimate song or whatever, and they were, but to me, like the dancing and all of that stuff that they were doing, I felt like that they were just reflecting back to. I think they were looking backwards and recreating. I don't necessarily think it was at that time where they were like, "Oh, this is the coolest thing that we can do."
Say that in a different way, because I don't understand what you're saying.
So them doing the dancing and all the clothes that they were wearing and stuff, I'm agreeing with the people in the comment section that were saying, hey, this is something that it wasn't like the time period where they were doing that. They were like looking back at a time before.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. I don't think so. But definitely Pastor Muppets talks about the nostalgia. It's funny because when I was a kid, I hated those videos, and now I'm like, oh, I remember where I was when those videos were coming on. I'm gonna go with Pastor's thingamajiggy. By the way, rest in peace to Biz Marquis. To God we belong, and to Him we return. So shout out to the homie. Yeah, I agree with Pastor Muppets. I don't know. Wait. Was it a joke? It was 100% a joke?
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with them. I think that it was.
Biz Marquis?
Because it seemed like a little over the top to me.
No, he died at 57. Rest in peace to the homie.
No, they're saying what is a joke was the song. That's why
the song was a joke?
That's multiple people have said, and I'm going with that theory. I don't think it was serious.
I don't know if I'm gonna go. I want to know if I'm gonna stay. What are you giving it?
I think I said 9.1.
No, the video was a joke.
Yeah, I know. I understood
song.
that.
The song wasn't a joke. The video is.
Right.
Was saying.
Right. Well, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to give this song... I'm sorry, I'm going to have to give it another 10. I hate giving out 10s, but I just really, really enjoyed this song, and it really captured the video. I'm glad we got to see the live video, and the real video, and I'm glad that it didn't get killed.
Yeah, me too.
So good instinct on that. I got to give this a 10 because... One, it was fun, but it really, 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 really took me back. Like, if I listen to the song like 4 times, I'm probably not going to give it a 10 on the 4th review. But because it took me back, and I wasn't prepared to be taken back, but it took me back, and it's so weird how you can have a negative sort of view on something, but then when it's gone and you haven't had it for a while, and you look back, it's like, oh, I remember that. So... Anyway, it's a 10 for me. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. It's a 10 for me. What do you give it?
9.1.
There you are. Black Satan is killing it. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.